Okay, so afternoon guys, welcome to another episode of The Reader Berserker with me, Matt. Hope you're having a fantastic day, nearly the weekend. I'm working Sunday, but at least I'm off today and tomorrow, which is great news. And I'm here with another review of my channel. Before we start, massive thanks to each and every one of you out there that's taken time to subscribe, comment on any of the videos that I do, because I'll always read them and I answer back, and like the reviews that I'm doing. Because what I'm doing on my channel is I'm trying to show you that there is an alternative to, I'm just going to move this slightly, there is an alternative to literally throwing your money out there at massive brands and companies and businesses and stuff out there, that there is an alternative. Small little companies, small little brands, individuals, businesses, little tiny businesses, people and stuff like that, making some amazing products out there, whether it's clothing, whether it's beard products, skin products, hair products, all sorts of bits and pieces. And we really need to help and support these little brands out into trying to get them out onto the market. Because what I am finding that with these smaller brands, their items are actually, in my opinion, a lot better than the bigger brands out there. Because the bigger brands, not saying it's the same with every single brand out there, but the bigger brands, because they've got the customer base and everything, and they're shelling out thousands of pounds, millions even, into marketing and promoting their products, it must be really hard for these small brands to kind of like get their products out onto market. So what I'm doing is trying to show you guys some really cool stuff out there that, because they're only small brands, they seem to be putting a lot more time and effort and care into making what they're making and creating what they're making, and their customer service is absolutely stunning. You know, a lot of the time I'll be messaging them, they'll message me back, and backwards and forwards and stuff. They're so happy to tell you about their products, which is great. I have been in touch with bigger sort of like brands and stuff like that. When I first started doing my review channel way back in March, I was getting some nasty messages back and they weren't interested, and a lot of the time wasn't even getting a response at all. So that's why I decided to forget the big brands out there, just concentrate on the small brands, and that is what I'm doing here. So to tell you a little bit how this works, I'll either go out sourcing products and buying them, bits and pieces getting sent through to me, and I'm completely unbiased about all the reviews that I do. And literally everything that I do is my own opinion. So stuff that I'll like, I'll say about it, stuff that I don't like. And that's the cool thing nowadays. We can all have our own opinions. Stuff that I might love, you might absolutely hate, and vice versa. And I'm also not affiliated to any of these companies whatsoever and brands. So I can pretty much say what I like as long as it's constructive criticism. So that's how we go. So we're going to look at the product, what I think of it. I've used it, I've tried it. This isn't just an unboxing. And with the beard products and skin products and everything, I've been scoring those out of 20. With other products like clothing and stuff like that, I'm not. It's just the good and the bad, and what I like and what I don't like and stuff like that. As with all the reviews that I do, I will be throwing the links down below, so please go check them out afterwards. And this is a review that I'm doing for Defiant, or Defiant Clothing Company, a UK small brand that's just started basically kind of making a clothing brand. And we're going to look at them, and like I say, I'll be putting links down below for Defiant, so please give them a look. So I've been chatting to them, and they've just brought out a new hoodie, and they sent it through to have a look at and see what I think of. Because the one thing that I'm liking with this company, before we even look at the products, is they actually, rather than ploughing loads of money into kind of like promoting their business and everything, they're kind of almost using the customers for photos and stuff like that to get their products and brand out there onto the market, which is great. Because I mean, let's face it, you can shell out millions of pounds and make pretty much anything look good. So it's nice that the customers are trying to help them build the brand and the company. And even better with this is they also want to work a lot with charities as well, like mental health charities and stuff, by doing sort of donations, sort of competitions, sponsored events and stuff like that, which is really nice to see brands sort of like giving back. I know as brands they've got to make their money and everything else, but it's nice to see them getting a little back, and I'd like to get involved with that as well, because I think supporting any sort of charity and is a really great idea and very, very admirable. So I'm just going to have a glug of the black stuff before I start. That's coffee, that is, nothing else, in my beautiful polka dot mug. Oh, it's nice to have a day off. So this is the hoodie that they sent through, and it's an olive kind of clothing, and they class it as a training hoodie. And there you go, shift that, be defiant. So this is kind of like all aspects of life, you know. I know it's primarily fitness, cross training, gym wear, fitness wear, that sort of thing, but obviously you can take be defiant in whichever way you like, which is nice, you know, kind of be defiant, live life your own way, be defiant as in kind of illnesses and stuff like that. And I really like it. And the thing that I do like as well is the simplicity of it. There's no back print or anything like that. So it's just that. Now, I have worn this several times. It's turned up yesterday or day before. And first thing I do with any clothing that I get, I shove it in a wash, because there's no point on putting every bit of clothing you get to start with looks absolutely fantastic. The test of how good it is when you've used it a few times, you throw it in a washing machine. So first thing I do with all the t-shirts and clothing that I do review is I sling it in the washing machine and put it through 3 long washes. So that way it shows me what the material's like. Is it going to stretch? Is it going to bobble? Is the sort of like transfers and decals and artwork going to start peeling off? And as you can see, it hasn't. It is still on there, no signs of peeling and everything. So it has lasted 3 washes and me wearing it several times. And as you can see round by the front pocket, there is no bobbling, there's no damage of seams, the stitching's great on it all the way around, it's not falling apart. And I wouldn't say this is a very, very thick hoodie. It's kind of one of those ones if you come out through training, or sort of, I would class it as more of a summer hoodie, all right, if you're wearing it under a jacket or whatever, but it's kind of that medium thickness, not ridiculously thin, not ridiculously thick, just kind of a nice medium hoodie. And inside as well, it's nice, they have their own label in there as well, Be Defiant, which is nice. And I do like the kind of like simplistic nature of it. Don't get me wrong, I'm into, as you can see, my artwork and everything else, and I do like clothing with artwork and stuff all over it, but sometimes it's nice to be simple and just wear something nice. And this is really nice, and you can see obviously I have been wearing it because it's not been ironed or anything like that, but it's absolutely fantastic. And they do loads of other stuff as well. They do training vests, they do t-shirts, they're bringing out loads more stuff and everything because they've only recently just started up. And this is kind of one of those brands that I am going to follow and kind of try and help and work with, because if they've got charity stuff coming up, then I can sort of help plug it and promote it on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram, which is nice. Because my grandfather suffered with mental sort of health issues towards the end of his life, bless him. So that'd be great to help. But even the hoodie inside is kind of almost like double stitched along the back, so it's not just one piece, as you can see that going up. And it's really, really well made. Nice garment. It's brilliant. It'd be interesting to see what else they come out with in the future. And thank you very much for Be Defiant for sending that through. As you can see, they were kind of worried about it when I was chatting to them on Instagram yesterday about, oh, I hope it stands up to everything. And it has. It stood up really, really well. No colour bleeds or anything like that. No bald patches, no bobbling. Fantastic work. Now, the price of the hoodie, £29.99. Would I pay that for a hoodie? Quite happily, because that's kind of around about the going rate. You can obviously pay cheaper, you can pay more expensive, but as a mid-range kind of thing, I'm happy with that. And because I'm starting to get back into the whole fitness thing and trying to look after myself. I've been doing it sort of facially and everything, exfoliating and looking after the beard and hair and everything else like that. And it's kind of about time I sort of looked after myself, tried to make myself a bit fitter and healthier and stuff like that. I want to live a bit longer. And so, brilliant stuff. And thank you to Be Defiant Clothing for sending that through. Like I say, I will be putting links down below. They're on Instagram, and I'll put down all their social media sites and their website and everything else. And I do like the simplistic nature of it, and it's a fantastic product. Would I buy from them again? I certainly would, because their products are very good quality. I do like what they're doing, and I rate it very, very highly, and I will be getting more bits from them. And it's quite nice that all the, like I said, you'll notice in all the other reviews that I do, all these independent brands and stuff out there are doing some really good stuff. And it's nice when you do go out to wear something slightly different that not everybody else is wearing. And I kind of like that, because I'm an individual. I don't care what fashion says or dictates and stuff like that. I'm my own person. I will wear what I want to wear. Somebody else doesn't like it, don't really care. But no, fantastic stuff. And thank you to Be Defiant Clothing Co. for sending that through. That is amazing. And you should be very, very proud of what you're doing, what you've created, and you've got a new supporter here. So thank you to them for sending that through. So Saturday afternoon, what have I got planned this afternoon? Not overly much, I don't think. Going to have a wander out and see what's going off in town. Not much planned. I've got work on Sunday. Got another couple of reviews to do over the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. And don't seem to end, you know. You go to work, you come home, something to eat, do some Instagram, do some reviews and stuff like that. Next thing you know, it's time for bed, wake up in the morning, do it all again. But I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. Thank you guys for watching another one of my reviews. Like I say, I'm over on Instagram as Viking Beard Matt. Please give us a look up over there. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep on taking care of each other. Keep on looking after each other. Keep on loving each other. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Be the Berserker. Have a good afternoon, guys. Thank you for your time.